South Regional Healthcare and our Board of Trustees, it's my pleasure to welcome you here for some very exciting news. Not only for Greenwood, but for South Carolina and I believe the nation. As our three organizations have come together for this new partnership, a representative from each is here to share their perspective on the impact of this announcement. This is what I would like to call a win-win-win scenario. From South Regional Healthcare, John Pillman, Chair of the South Regional Board of Trustees. From the Greenwood Genetics Center, Dr. Steve Skinner, Executive Director. And from Clemson University, we are honored to have their new president, Dr. James Clements. And now I'd like to ask Mr. Pillman to come up and make some remarks. John?
Thank you, Jim, and welcome to everyone. It's my pleasure to be joining Dr. Skinner and Dr. Clements. This certainly is a big day for South Regional Healthcare. Today, we are announcing a formal partnership with the Greenwood Genetics Center and Clemson University. This will change the landscape in genetic research and genetic medicine. We are bringing together the research and educational strength of Clemson, the clinical expertise of the Genetics Center, and the real-life, real-time interaction of physicians, healthcare professionals, and patients at South Regional. South Regional Healthcare will support the Clemson University Center for Genetics with a gift of $5.6 million over 3 years. The gift consists of initial contribution of $2 million for the center's facilities and subsequent contribution of $3.6 million to support research in genetics and human diagnostics at the facility located in the Greenwood Genetics Center campus. Today's announcement will create a new pipeline for genetic research. The collaboration of these three partners will ultimately connect genetic therapeutics research to patients. We are gathered here in the beautiful Cancer Center of Health of South Regional. I can't think of a better place or a better setting to announce this partnership because it speaks to the promise of what lies ahead. New treatments and therapies at the genetics level for all types of cancer and more. This type of research also holds promise for autism, diabetes, heart disease, nervous system and immune disorders, and developmental disabilities. This partnership will make Greenwood prominent on the genetic map. Thank you. And now I'd like to ask someone who lives in this environment every day, Dr. Steve Skinner.
Thank you, John and Jim. Allow me to express my most sincere thank you to the Board of Trustees, to the administration, and the staff of South Regional Healthcare. Thank you for this most generous gift and for your commitment to this new and momentous partnership announced today. As Jim Pfeiffer said earlier, this is truly a win-win-win partnership. It is a win for each of the three great institutions involved in the partnership, a win for Greenwood, and most importantly, a win for the patients and families that we serve. The synergy created by the complementary strengths and resources of Clemson University, South Regional Healthcare, and the Greenwood Genetics Center will result in a center recognized as a national and global leader in human genetics education and genomic research. The breadth of clinical expertise at South Regional Healthcare will expand our genetic diagnostic testing and our clinical trials capability. The new discoveries and new therapies developed through this partnership will change the delivery of healthcare and, more importantly, improve the quality of life for patients and families. Our three institutions are committed to providing the collaborative resources and efforts that will bring the hope and promise of genetic research and education to the reality of genetic therapies and cures. We fully anticipate that our successes will attract new partners, both private and public, further increasing our prominence as a world leader in the development and delivery of genetic and genomic medicine. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the new president of Clemson University, Dr. James Clements, and to welcome him to what I predict will be the first of many visits and announcements here in Greenwood to celebrate our future progress and success. Dr. Clements.
Thank you, Dr. Skinner. Good morning. And thank you all for being here today for this announcement and this celebration. And indeed, it is a celebration. This is actually my first trip to Greenwood, and I can tell you that I'm really impressed. I've been to Spartanburg, Greenville, Columbia, and Charleston, and several other wonderful places around the state. However, I want you to know I was really impressed to learn that Greenwood is a center of economic excellence in healthcare and in genetic science, and I just had a great tour of the facility. It is spectacular. So really an honor for me to be here today. And I'm proud to represent Clemson University in the partnership that we announced today with Self Regional Healthcare and the Greenwood Genetics Center. To John Pillman and the Board of Trustees of Self Regional Healthcare, and to Jim Pfeiffer and his incredible staff, thank you for the commitment that you've made to this wonderful partnership. And the reality is, in life, it is all about partnerships. When we come together like this, we can do really good things together. Your gift of $5.6 million will support the Clemson Center for Human Genetics at the Greenwood Genetics Center. It will allow us to buy new equipment for the facility, and it will allow our organizations to grow in a number of ways that will build on our individual strengths. Under the very capable leadership of Dr. Skinner, the Greenwood Genetics Center has built tremendous depth and understanding in human genetics and genomic medicine. And as you know, Clemson is newer to this field. For most of our history as a land-grant university, our faculty, wonderful faculty in the College of Agriculture, Forestry, and Life Sciences, work primarily on plant and animal genetics. Our strengths today are in basic research, in comparative genetics, and in computational science. But with a top 5 ranking with U.S. universities for supercomputing, we bring real computational power to this partnership. So that gives us the capacity to harness big data and to answer big questions and to solve big problems in genetics research. It is really an essential tool that is needed to realize the promise of personalized genomic medicine. We intend to grow our research and our educational efforts in human genetics right here in Greenwood, and I'm really excited about that, and I hope, Dr. Skinner, there are many visits back to this wonderful facility and many more wonderful announcements that will come. We will increase the number of our graduate and undergraduate students who use these facilities. They will work side by side with your researchers and your clinicians. This partnership and the partnerships that we have with other colleagues in academia and in healthcare are a great tradition that really fits our mission as the state's land-grant research university. Our ultimate goal is really simple. We want to improve the human condition through education, through research, and through service. So we're really proud to be part of this important collaborative, and we're extremely grateful to Self Regional Healthcare for their support. I'd now like to ask Jim Pfeiffer to join me at the podium. Jim, we have for you a very small gift in recognition of our growing partnership and in gratitude for the generous gift that we announced today. Please accept this platter made from wood from a cedar tree that once stood at Fort Hill, the home of our university founder, Thomas Green Clemson. It's a beautiful piece. That's a beautiful piece. I want you to know that that's the first, actually, in a series of works that we have commissioned from a local artist in 2014, featuring items that are crafted from historic Clemson wood. When we have to take down a precious tree on the campus, we actually want its spirit in some ways to live on. This gift symbolizes both the history and the future that unites Clemson University with Greenwood, your founders, the remarkable Self family, and Self Regional Healthcare. So today really is a truly special and truly great day. We have much to be thankful for and much to celebrate. So thank you all for being here for this historic event, and go Tigers!
Thank you, Dr.
Clements. Thank you, Dr. Skinner. Thank you, Mr. Pillman, for your very great remarks we had. I have to say, go Seminoles. We are the national champions. It's all about Clemson today, so we will certainly honor Clemson. We will find a very special place for this beautiful and meaningful piece of art for all to enjoy. It truly is beautiful, and I'm honored to accept that on behalf of Self Regional Healthcare. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for coming to Self Regional. I'm sorry the weather wasn't as good as it could have been, but at least the rain stopped before our event started. And now I invite all of you to enjoy some refreshments in the back here by our waterfall. We also have a little gift of our appreciation for y'all coming today. So thank you. Have a great day.
Dr. James Clements, how is it to be the new head of Clemson University? Coming from West Virginia, the whoa state.
You know what, it's great to be here. You know, I feel really blessed to work with really good people who are making a difference, like in the announcement we made today. This is good people coming together to make a difference. So it's been great. I have all the 6 weeks in or so, but it's been wonderful.
What do you? I understand that you are quite a fundraiser. That is one of your big accomplishments, plus some of the boards that you serve on. Pretty big stuff. What direction do you see as president taking Clemson University?
Well, Anne, let me say first, I appreciate those very kind words. It's always a team effort. So when we're trying to raise money, it's always to make a difference. It's for scholarships and research that's important that can save lives and other things. So there's always a team of people that work on those things. And I feel blessed that I've had a chance to serve on some national opportunities and hopefully raise the national profile of the institution. But the university is strong and stable, and we're on the move. So, you know, we're going to continue to focus on undergraduate excellence in the classroom. We're going to increase our graduate programs and research. I have an opportunity right now to hire several key positions, key people. So I'm excited about where we're going, and we always want to continue to build our facilities to better position the university for the future.
And the campus that's going to be down here at the Genetics Center, that 15 acres, that's huge.
You know what, and I'm still trying to learn, to be real honest about all the opportunities, but I'm really impressed with what I see today. This is a world-class facility right here. And this partnership is going to be special. So I still need to learn more about all the activities we have going on around the state. But as the land grant, that's what we're supposed to do. So we're supposed to be out where we can have great impact in the communities. And I'm pleased that that's happening.
Now tell me just a little bit about this tree that you presented, the slice of the tree.
You know, that's neat because you never want to take down beautiful trees on campus, but if they do come down, you want to try to put, you know, that tree to use. And this is a great way to represent the history and the future of this partnership. But it's a beautiful platter made out of cedar from a tree on campus. It's a spectacular piece, and there's a series of those that will be coming out. So I'm excited about that too.
Where did you get the idea for this now? Have you done this before?
That's not my idea. No, that wasn't my idea. You know, I'm lucky to have a lot of good people around me. And so I don't know whose idea that was, to tell you the truth, but it's really a special piece.
And do you have any idea how old the tree was?
I don't, but I can find out for you.
Okay.
If you want to check back with me, I'll get you all the data you need.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Let me give you a card.
It's really nice to meet you. It's really
nice to meet you. And I hope sometime you would come over here to Greenwood and maybe sit down and talk with me for an hour on my show. Meet me at the diner.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know I plan on being back.
Right.
And right now, because we haven't had a new president for 15 years, and President Barker's a dear friend and did a great job, the number of requests that are coming in are fast and furious. But at some point...
Well, that's an interesting quote, fast and furious.
Oh, they're coming in nonstop. But Ann, at some point when I get over here, I'd love to sit down and talk with you. And you seem like a wonderful person, and I've enjoyed this interaction. So if I can get back to talk, would be happy to.
That would be great. I actually won Radio Show of the Year for the whole state of South Carolina.
Hey, high five on that
one.
That's awesome. I
Thank
can
you
see
very
why.
much. Thank you so much, Dr. Clements.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What did you think? You know, you were here at Self Regional for so many years, brought it so far ahead. What do you think about the announcement and where it's going today, Dr. Heidel?
I think it's absolutely terrific. I think that the future is just beginning for the partnership. The collaborative efforts between these organizations is phenomenal. So
Could you
I'm
have ever
excited for it.
imagined that this would be the direction? I know you had a lot of foresight when you were head of Self Regional, but did you see this direction coming?
I had an idea that there'd be more collaboration, especially between the Genetic Center and Self Regional. I didn't quite honestly anticipate that it could be such a great deal to have the three organizations with Clemson included. That's major.
That should make you proud.
Yeah, makes the community proud.
Absolutely. Thanks
Yeah,
so much,
you're
John.
welcome.
Nice to
Good
talk to
seeing
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Ann?
What did you think about this announcement here today, Miss Edith Childs?
Absolutely excited about it. The place that I retired from, and we're doing big things, and I'm excited. And that means we can serve more people to do greater things in the future, and I'm happy about it.
Well, isn't it great that it was done in the Cancer Center where, you know, I think there has to be that relationship between genetics and cancer.
Yes, I agree, 100%. That's why I came by to talk to my friend who's a nurse back there in the Cancer Center, because I know they do great things and make a difference in the lives of people.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Miss Edith Childs.
Thank you very much, Miss Ann.
Jim Pfeiffer, this was an awesome announcement here today. How did y'all come up with the idea to do this?
Well, I think it was, Carl Kelly from Clemson that really brought it to our attention. But, I've always seen the Genetics Center and that whole park as a diamond in the rough. And if we can get that whole park developed from a standpoint of economic development to a biogenetics research park, then I think that would be tremendous for the Lakelands, for Greenwood, for the state of South Carolina. And, I've been part of the Partnership Alliance in trying to develop additional economic development here in the upstate. And when this opportunity came along, it caught my attention. I brought it to the board, and our board saw the same vision. So it's really, the Board of Trustees said we need to make this happen.
Well, it certainly is a big, big deal for Greenwood and South Carolina and the world.
Yeah, I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of it. It's happened under my watch, but it's something that really started with Mr. Heidel a number of years ago when he said, we need to make self-regional healthcare a destination hospital for the Lakelands. And I think it is. I think it's more than just a tertiary hospital. It really has state-of-the-art services here. And as our mission says, we bring advanced care closer to home. So
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.